Good morning kids. This video is for grade 9, day 11, chapter 2, polynomials. In this video, we are going to learn about the factorization of the polynomial. Now let's first understand factorization means what? Well, it is a process to express the given polynomial in terms of its factors. So that is called factorization. Before you solve questions on factorization, it's important that you must recall all the identities which I am sharing with you right now. Like all the 9 identities you must remember, because you will be using all the 9 identities in grade 9th also, and in grade 10th also. These identities going to help you, because we have to solve these identities in grade 10th also. So first is a plus b whole square equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab, which we all know. Second one is a minus b whole square equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab. The third one is a plus b plus c whole square equals to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. The fourth one is a plus b whole cube, which is equals to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab under bracket a plus b. The fifth one is a minus b whole cube, which is equals to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab under bracket a minus b. The sixth one is a square minus b square, which is a plus b into a minus b. The seventh one is a cube plus b cube, which is equals to a plus b a square minus ab plus b square. The eighth one is a cube minus b cube, which is equals to a minus b a square plus ab plus b square. Normally we get confused with this a plus b whole cube and a cube plus b cube. So it's important that you write it 10 times or 15 times, but remember all the formulas which I am sharing with you, because these are the very important formulas from algebra, and this will help you throughout. Now the last one is a cube plus b cube plus x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz equals to x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Suppose if this x plus y plus z equals to 0, then definitely the entire RHS will become 0, and then x cube plus y cube plus z cube will become equals to this minus 3xyz will go to RHS side. So if x plus y plus z equals to 0, then x cube plus y cube plus z cube equals to 3xyz. Later on I'll tell you the proof of this formula also, how we get that, but for now you need to remember all the 9 formulas, because we are going to factorize polynomial based on these identities. Now there are various methods of factorization. I hope you'll remember this all the formulas, because in the next video I'll expect you to memorize all the formulas, so that we can solve question based on that smoothly. Now the next thing is that method of factorization. Basically there are 4 methods to factorize, which we'll be dealing in this chapter. The first is by taking common out, which is the most easiest one. The second one is by grouping. The third one is by using identities. These 9 identities, by using these identities we'll factorize. And the fourth one is middle term split. So one by one we'll be covering all the given method. So in this video we are going to solve question based on first 2 method, that is by taking common out, because this is a very easy method and there are very less chance to come in your exam. And second one is by grouping. So these 2 methods we'll discuss in this video. By taking common out, in this method, suppose the question is I have to factorize 25xy square minus 15y square. Factorization means to write the given expression in the form of its factor. That means it should be in the product form. In simple language, I can say that it should be in the product form. So for example, here 25 and 15. The common factor of 25 and 15 is what? 5. So whenever question comes like that, then see the number part and see the variable part. In the numeric part, I have 25 and here I have 15. So what I can take common out? What is the factor of 15 and 25? It is 5. So I'll take 5. And from in the variable part, this has x, this doesn't. So x we cannot take common out. Here it is y square, here it is y square. Then definitely 5y square I can take common out. So if I'll extract 5y square from this 25xy square, the left out term is 5x. So I have written 5x. Now I have a minus sign, then definitely I'll write a minus sign over here. If I'll extract 5y square from 15y square, then only 3 is left. So here I have written 3. So this is how I have taken over here 5y square as a common and 5x minus 3 is the left out. So this is how we factorize using taking common out. Let's solve one other question based on it. I have to factorize 2x square plus 5x plus 6x square plus 15x. Now if I see these two terms, then there are possibilities where you have to rearrange the terms. Now here 2x square and 5x, what I can take common out? There is nothing common between 5 and 2, but there is a common in the variable, that is here I have x and here I have x square. So definitely I can take x common out. So if I'll extract x from 2x square, I'll be left with 2x. And if I'll extract x from 5x, 5 is left over. So it is 2x plus 5. Similarly, I'll add a plus sign over here because here it is a plus sign. So I'll add plus sign over here. Now in 6x square and 15x, 15 and 6, 3 is a common factor. So I'll write the common factor over here. And x square and x I can take common out. So altogether I'll take 3x common out. So if I'll take 3x from this, the left out will be 2x, and here I have plus sign, so I'll add plus sign over here. And 3x, if I'll take from 15x, 5 is left out. Now there are two terms, x into 2x plus 5 plus 3x into 2x plus 5. As we know that terms are separated by plus and minus sign only. So this expression has two terms. Now in both the terms, what can I take common out? I can take 2x plus 5, 2x plus 5 present in both the sides. So I can take this as common out. So if I'll take this 2x plus 5 common, then the left out term is over here is x. So I'll write x and the sign is plus. Then I'll write plus, and then what is the next left out term, which is 3x. So I'll write 3x. So it is x plus 3x. So x plus 3x are like terms, so definitely I'll add it, which is 4x. And 2x plus 5 is 2x plus 5. We cannot add it further because they are unlike terms. So the answer is like this. This question we can solve it in this method also, like here 2x square plus 6x square plus 5x plus 15x. I have rearranged it. As we know that 6x square and 2x square are common, are like terms, then we add it. Then 6x square plus 2x square is 8x square and 5x plus 15x is 20x. Now they are unlike terms, we cannot add it, right? So what I'll do, I'll take common out. So the factor of 8 and 20 is, highest common factor of 8 and 20 is 4. So 4 I'll take common out. X square and x is x, I can take common out. So 2x from this term and 5 from this term are left over. So this is how we can factorize. Now let's talk about by grouping. The question over here is x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 minus 2x minus 2 by x. I need to factorize this. Now I can group this together, so it will be x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 in the bracket, and I can take negative sign like out over here. So if I'll take minus 2 common out over here, then I'll be left out with x, and since this is negative sign, so definitely I'll add a plus sign, so that minus plus become minus. So here plus, and 2 is already outside the bracket, so it will be 1 by x. Now this 2 can be written as x square as it is, 1 by x square as it is, plus this 2 I can write it as into x into 1 by x. This is a very important point, because you need to understand this and you need to learn this, because this we are going to do in most of the question. Such that, why we are doing that? Such that it should fit into any of the identities. If I'll do this, then you can see that it is on the form of a plus b whole square, that is a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. I'm not adding or not subtracting anything. I have multiplied this 2 with x, and I have divided the same term by the same number, which is 1 by x. So this x and x will cancel out, and originally we'll get 2 only. But why we are doing that? In order to understand that this should be on the format of x plus 1 by x whole square, because a square plus b square plus 2ab we are getting here. Now why we are doing this? Because here on the second term we have x plus 1 by x. So if it is in the form of x plus 1 by x whole square, then it is easy for us to take x plus 1 by x as common. So if we take this out as common, then what are the terms with which we are left with? If I take x plus 1 by x as common, then in this term x plus 1 by x is left out, the left out term. Then we have minus sign here, then I'll add minus sign here, then this already taken out, so the leftover term is 2, so I'll write 2. So this is the factorization. Now further I cannot factorize this, right? So this is the factorization of the given polynomial. Now let's solve one more question based on this. Here the question is 1 plus x plus y minus z plus xy minus yz minus zx minus xyz. Now I can pair up the terms. Now you need to be very careful while pairing up the terms. You need to pair only those terms which you think that we can take something common out from the given pair term. For example, here I have paired y, this y, and this xy. I have paired this. Why? Because if I'll take y common out here, I'll be left out with 1 plus x. And here also we have 1 plus x. So there is some relation. So likewise you need to practice. So you need to choose only those terms from which you can take something common out. You cannot pair y minus z. What will you take common out? 1. What is the, we don't require y minus z. Here I have 1 plus x, so we'll find out those terms such that we can take common out and we'll be left over with 1 plus x. So likewise you can pair up all the terms. Now this z is as it is, 1 plus x I have paired up. Here y and xy I have taken together. Now z as it is, then after that minus zx as it is. Then because this I can take together, I can take z common out, right? That's why I have paired zx with z. Now I have minus yz, so minus yz here, and here also the last term xyz. So yz also I can take common out here. That's why I have paired yz with this. I have not added bracket over here because these are the terms with negative sign, so it may affect our calculation. That's why I'm not adding bracket over here. So now here this is 1 plus x. Now in the next step I'll take common. I can take y common out from here, so I'll be left out with here 1 and plus x. Then minus z I can take common out. So from here minus z if I'll take, then I'll be left out with 1. And since here we have minus, so plus into minus is minus. So I'll add a plus sign here. And the left out term is x. So I'll write x over here. Now similarly I can take yz common here. Yz if I'll take common here, then the left out term is 1 only. So I'll write 1. Negative sign we already have as a common, so minus into plus is minus, which is required, therefore here we'll add plus. And yz we already taken common out, therefore we are left out with x only. So here I have x. Now 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, 4 term. In all the 4 term, can you find anything common? Yes, 1 plus x is common in all the given terms. So if 1 plus x is common, I'll take 1 plus x as common out. And now what are the left out terms? Here if I'll take 1 plus x, 1 is left over. Here if I'll take 1 plus x, plus y is left over. Here if I'll take 1 plus x, minus z is left over. Here if I'll take 1 plus x, minus yz is left over, right? Now till now. Now can you find any correlation between the terms which are under the curly bracket? I think yes. Here 1 plus y I can take like this. I can pair up this. Now here z and z are common, right? So here minus z I can take common out. So I'll be left out with plus 1 plus y. Now in the given terms which are under the large bracket, 1 plus y and 1 plus y I can take common out, right? So if I'll take 1 plus y common out, I'll be left out with, if I'll take 1 plus y from here, 1 is left out, so I'll write 1. Then the sign is minus, so I'll add a minus sign. 1 plus y I have taken common out. What is the left out term? Z, so I'll write z. Now you can see that 1 plus x, if I'll remove this bracket, 1 plus y, 1 minus z, all are in the product form. If there is nothing, which means they are in the product form. Dot if you can add, or multiplication sign you can add, and if you're not writing anything, that means that they are in the product form. So once we get in the product form, which means that these are the factors, so we have factorized the given polynomial. Let's solve one more question based on this. This is the last question for today's session. After that I will be giving you assignment question. Now this is 2x minus 3 whole square minus 8x plus 12, right? So 2x minus 3 whole square, I can take 4 common out from here. Many of you think that let's break it on the formula a minus b whole square. Well, before breaking, try to figure it out whether I can take the entire term as common or not, because that is going to be more easier way. Right, we need to factorize, which means we need to write it in the product form. So if we'll break it, that will be in the form of plus and minus. So that is going to be a bit complicated. So before breaking it, there are possibilities that in some question you have to break, but before breaking, try this out also. So here I can take 4 common out, so I'll be left out with 2x minus 3. So 2x minus 3, 2x minus 3, there are 2 terms. So I can take 2x minus 3 as common out. So I'll be left out with, from here, 2x minus 3 only, because 2 times it is getting multiplied. And the sign is minus, so if I'll take 2x minus 3 common, I'll be left out with 4. So minus 3 minus 4 is minus 7, 2x minus 7 and 2x minus 3. This is the factorization of this given polynomial. This is in the product form, so this is the required answer. So this is how we factorize. I'm giving you few questions to practice so that this concept gets clear to you. In case if you have any queries, then you can write your views in the comment box. Subscribe the channel so that you can get the latest update regarding the lessons which I am posting, and take care.